Hey ladies, it's Tiffany. I wanted to do a video, and I always start all my videos with that phrase, about the business bootcamp group we are starting. So I did this group a few months ago with some of you who are going to be in this one as well, and one of the things that we noticed most was people were sitting down to work thinking they were really working, and they were spending hours and hours and hours or a lot of time, and they weren't growing very much in their business. We work with mostly moms on our team, and nobody really has all day to spend on Beachbody. So what we like to do is this business boot camp to help people make sure what they're spending their time on is going to move their business forward rather than just kind of making it stand still. So I wanted to go over a couple of things that you guys should all know how you should be spending your time. Some of you guys are new to the business boot camp, and so I wanted to explain what this is all about. So we like to break down the behaviors that you need to be doing every single day in what's called a power hour or power half an hour. All that is how much time you spend. So you decide that. You could do a power 2 hours if you wanted. The point is you can get things done very quickly if you have something as simple as a timer that you set to make sure you are 100% focused for that 5 or 10 minutes that you're doing that behavior. Like, that's all you're doing is that behavior. You're not looking at notifications popping up. You're not responding to messages if it's not your messaging time. You are focused 100% on the one thing you're working on. So if you can do that and have self-discipline, I see my workday shortened by over an hour, and that's with me working like 4 and 5 hours. I can shorten my workday by an hour or two just by simply staying focused and on track. So the few things we want to go over, the few things you should be doing during your power hour or power half an hour are these. So here we are. Okay, you should be spending 10 minutes. This is just an example of if you have 40 minutes to spend on your business. So 10 minutes of finds. A find is literally adding people to the bottom of your contact list. It can be people you met at the park. It can be people that just moved in next door. And it doesn't have to necessarily be somebody that you're comfortable inviting right now, okay? It could be somebody you want to invite down the road, somebody you need to reconnect with before you send an official invite. So 5, 10 minutes, however much time you decide, these are the 4 behaviors you are splitting up. 10 minutes of finding new people to add to your contact list that you can invite later on. 10 minutes of actually inviting people. So inviting people to your next challenge group, inviting people to the coaching opportunity, inviting people to try Shakeology. You're simply talking about the products, the programs, your challenge groups, coaching opportunity. You're sending invitations. The easiest way to do this is to use the 5-step process that Beachbody has come up with. We have several examples of that people are using their own 5-step process. I highly, highly, highly recommend you use the one Beachbody provides, as well as I'm happy to share my 5-step invitation process, and I'm sure several others in the group are also happy to post theirs so that you can use those resources to create your own. You want your 5-step process, which is basically all it is helping you know how to talk to people, what you say to them when you're inviting someone. Then when they come back and say, yes, I'm interested, step 2 tells you what to do next. So you want it to sound like you, though, not like Tiffany or not like Heather or not like Lacey. You want it to sound like you. That's really, really important. And you want to make sure you're sending something you're comfortable with to an extent and not something that doesn't sound like you. So that's 10 minutes of inviting. 10 minutes of follow-ups. So following up would be messaging people back who've messaged you or responded to your last invitation or your last step with them. So you're following up with the messages or the people who have responded. Or if it's been 3 or 4 days and they haven't responded to you, you can send a follow-up message just saying, hey, just wanted to make sure you got my last message. I didn't want to leave you out of the challenge group if you were interested, and I have a lot of inquiries, so I just wanted to make sure that you didn't want, I didn't want to leave you out. 10 minutes of personal development. So that personal development can be reading. Good books to begin with are called Go for No. Another good one is called Eat That Frog. Another one, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, is really good as well. So 10 minutes of personal development. Also, you have to remember personal development can be as simple as Working on your weaknesses, sending an invite can kind of count as personal development because you're doing things that make you uncomfortable, that are scary, that are pushing you out of your comfort zone. That's personal development. So working on the things that freak you out, that make you nervous, the things that make you vulnerable, that scare the crap out of you, that's personal development. So I will post in the group. I'm going to post my 5-step invitation process. I'm going to post a couple of others that we have saved on the Team Inspire website, but I will post them in the group in the file section, as well as if I haven't posted a list of personal development books to start with, I will do that as well. So all we're doing in this group, you guys, we don't even need to talk about the personal development you're reading. We don't need to talk about your workouts and you drinking your Shakeology, because you being a product of the products, that should be like part of your life, and I shouldn't even have to be like, did you work out today? Because that should just be what you're doing. So the more you're showing that the products work, the more people you're going to have interested. So all we're talking about in this group is finding people and sharing people. So I want to hear you posting every single day, or at least 4 or 5 days a week, that you are sharing and finding 2 new people every day. So finding 2 people to add to your contact list every day and sharing with 2 people every day. So that equals 10 people a week if you're doing it just the working days of the week, 5 days a week. Now, keep in mind, if you guys are doing like 10 minutes of finds and 10 minutes of shares with your timer, you can get a whole lot more than just 2 in. So it is 100% fine to sit down on Monday morning and look at your list of people that you want to invite. And you can sit down and literally just type to them and send out 10 invites all at once and spend the rest of your week following up with people. That's 100% fine. If you want to invite 5 people a day, you're going to likely have more people interested because you're talking to more people. It really is kind of like the law of numbers. If you're not talking to anyone, you're not going to have anyone interested. If you're talking to 5 people in a month's period of time, you may have 1 person every 6 months. If you're talking to 5 people every day, you're going to find people a lot quicker who are ready. If people say no, don't take it personally. It just means they're not ready right now, and all you say is, not a problem. Let me know if you're ever ready, and you move on. If you have people that say they're going to order, you tell them how to order. You say, let me know once you order so I can check to make sure your order went through, and you move on. You may send 1 follow-up message after a few days to let them know they need to order before your next group starts. To give them enough time to get the products, but don't get stuck on 1 person. The whole point of this group is to make sure you are consistently talking to new people. So 2 finds, 2 shares every day, 5 days a week, 10 at least every week. I promise you guys, if you focus on that, you will absolutely see results within the 30 days of doing this group, and if we want to keep the group going longer, we absolutely can. And remember, it's all up to you how many you invite. You can do more, but we recommend at least 2. So that's what the group is about. And if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will post a couple of things in the group. I will also post the memory jogger. If you haven't used that before, it's literally just like a way to start a list of people that you want to talk to help jog your memory of people you could invite. And I will be posting those 5-step processes for you as well. Okay, I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you later.